Let us do one more problem based on the concept of compound angles. So the question is like that. In triangle ABC, they have given cot A plus cot B plus cot C value as root 3. They are asking us to prove that the triangle ABC is equilateral. So by using the condition, you can observe there are two conditions actually. One is the ABC forms a triangle, and another one they have given cot A plus cot B plus cot C is root 3. So using these two informations, we have to prove the triangle ABC which is equilateral. How we can prove a triangle is equilateral? By showing all sides are equal, all the length of the sides are equal, then the triangle is equilateral. Otherwise, if you prove all the angles are equal, that means according to the problem, if you can able to prove A is equal to B is equal to C, then you can conclude ABC forms an equilateral triangle. So before going to the problem, let us start the answer by the given information. Let, for easy calculation and simplification, I am considering the value of cot A, cot B, cot C as x, y, z. So let us consider cot A value as x, cot B value as y, and cot C value is z. So this is for easiness of the simplification and calculation. Every time writing cot A, cot B, cot C, instead of we are using simple notations x, y, z. So it is no problem by considering like that. So one condition they have given is cot A plus cot B plus cot C, which is given as root 3. Substituting x, y, z here, x plus y plus z, you will get root 3. Name this one as equation 1. Now, so being the triangle is ABC forms a triangle, you have A plus B plus C is equal to 180. That is pi. A plus B plus C is equal to pi. Already in our previous video, we have one concept. If A plus B plus C is equal to pi, then we get one condition in terms of cot. So that is cot A cot B plus cot B cot C plus cot C cot A value is 1. So you can observe this one in our previous video. In our previous problems, we have done some statements related to A plus B plus C is equal to pi and A plus B plus C is equal to pi by 2. So you have to remember, and you can able to consider directly without verifying this one. You can directly consider that one. If A plus B plus C is equal to pi, then the condition in terms of cot is cot A cot B plus cot B cot C plus cot C cot A, whose value is 1. So we are considering these cot A cot B cot C as z. So replacing them, xy plus yz plus zx is equal to 1. Let it be number 2. So we have two equations in terms of x, y, z. So actually what is our requirement? We need to prove, finally you need to come to this step. A is equal to B is equal to C. So by showing all angles are equal, then you can able to verify it is an equilateral triangle. So if A is equal to B is equal to C, then so the final conclusion is triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. So the triangle ABC is an equilateral. This is the idea. How we conclude that one? So being the problem is depend upon the angles, so you can equate all angles so that you will conclude the given triangle as equilateral triangle. And you can observe in the given problem, In the given problem, the trigonometric ratios are related to cot, so that you need to come to this step. Cot A is equal to cot B is equal to cot C. If you come to that step, cot A is equal to cot B is equal to cot C, then you can equate those angles. A is equal to B is equal to C, and you can conclude. So to get this step, cot A is equal to cot B is equal to cot C, we have to consider one step. Observe here, consider. You have to consider one statement, and you have to remember this one. X minus y whole square plus y minus z whole square plus z minus x whole square. You have to consider this value, and you have to observe what is this value you will get. What is the value of x minus y whole square? Which is x square plus y square minus 2xy. Y minus z whole square, similarly y square plus z square minus 2yz. And z minus x whole square, z square plus x square minus 2zx. Here you have 2x square values and 2y square values and 2z square values. So it will become 2 into x square plus y square plus z square. And separating minus 2 from remaining minus 2xy minus 2yz minus 2zx, it will become xy plus yz plus zx. So you will get an idea why this x minus y whole square, y minus z whole square and z minus x whole square is to be considered. Later you will observe that one, why we are considering that expression. So we have the values in terms of x, y, z. You have two values. One is x plus y plus z, and another one is xy, yz, zx. So you have to utilize those two equations in this step. So I am writing next step here. So the next step becomes like this. Next step becomes like this. 2 into, write x square plus y square plus z square like this. X plus y plus z, x plus y plus z whole square minus 2 into xy plus yz plus zx. So you can write x square plus y square plus z square as x plus y plus z whole square minus 2 into xy plus yz plus zx minus 2 into, you have another value there, xy plus yz plus zx. Now replace two values. 2 into x plus y plus z is root 3 whole square minus 2 into xy plus yz plus zx is 1 minus 2 into xy plus yz plus zx is 1. So doing simplification, 2 into root 3 whole square is 3 minus 2, 2 into 1 is 2, 3 minus 2 is 1, 2 into 1 is 2, 2 minus 2 you will get 0. So we have one expression, that is the value of x minus y whole square plus y minus z whole square plus z minus x whole square, which is equal to 0. Here we need to discuss some points. You can observe x minus y whole square, y minus z whole square and z minus x whole square. All these values are individually whole square values. That means they are all positive values. And you can observe the values should be 0 there. How it is possible? So being all LHS values are positive values, they cannot be negative. Value of 0 obtained if two values are positive and some another value is negative, then only you will get the answer as 0. So being positive values becomes 0, it is possible only when each value becomes 0. X minus y is equal to 0, y minus z is equal to 0 and z minus x is equal to 0. The expression value becomes 0 if and only if each part of the bracket value is to be 0. So by that you will get x minus y is equal to 0, y minus z is equal to 0, z minus x is equal to 0. So that you will get x is equal to y is equal to z and z is equal to x. So that you can equate x is equal to y is equal to z. X is equal to y is equal to z. What is the x value? Actually, we consider for convenience, x is nothing but cot A, y is cot B, z is cot C. So the values of cot A is equal to cot B is equal to cot C is possible only if A is equal to B is equal to C. So why? Because you consider the ABC angles or triangle. So the sum of the angles must be equal to 180 degrees. So that it is only the way cot A is equal to cot B is equal to cot C. That implies A has to be equal to B and B has to be equal to C. So by proving all the angles of triangle ABC are equal, we can conclude the triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. So you have an idea how we will prove the given triangle is equilateral triangle. So let me explain the overall concept of the problem. So the main concept is they have given 2 points. One is ABC forms a triangle and one condition related to cot, that is cot A plus cot B plus cot C is root 3. And you have to know the concept A plus B plus C is equal to pi. Then already we have proven the condition, 2 conditions in terms of tan and in terms of cot. So in terms of cot, the condition is cot A cot B plus cot B plus cot C plus cot C cot A value is 1. So where for convenience we are taking cot A cot B cot C as xyz. So xy plus yz plus zx is equal to 1. So after starting to find this expression value, you have to get an idea. Our aim is to prove cot A is equal to cot B is equal to cot C. That means our intention is to prove x is equal to y is equal to z. X is equal to y is equal to z, you can prove by considering like this. Considering x minus y whole square, y minus z whole square, z minus x whole square, and using the 2 values they have given, x plus y plus z is equal to root 3 and xy plus yz plus zx is equal to 1, we can able to prove the considered expression value is 0. Here you need to observe one point. This LHS is a whole square value, all are positive values. Sum of all positive values becomes 0 is not possible. It is possible only if each part of the expression is 0. That means x minus y 0, y minus z 0 and z minus x 0. So you have to observe, this is the key point of the problem. Later you will get to this step, that is x is equal to y is equal to g, z cot A is equal to cot B is equal to cot C is possible related to triangle only A is equal to B is equal to C. So by that you will conclude the triangle is equilateral. Let us do one more problem. In the given problem they have given x, y, z values as tan A, tan B, tan C and mentioning A, B, C, A minus B, B minus C, C minus A. None of them are multiple of pi by 2. So we will discuss this concept in the problem. During the problem we will discuss about that one, why they have given that condition, and we need to prove sigma x minus y by 1 plus xy is equal to product x minus y by 1 plus xy. So for the problem, let us start the answer by the given information. So they have given x is equal to tan A, y is equal to tan B and z is equal to tan C. This is the starting information they have given, and mentioning A, B, C, A minus B, B minus C, C minus A is none of them are odd multiple of pi by 2 is given. Later we will discuss why the condition is given. For that, let us start the answer by consider one step like this. Let us consider, for the convenience of the problem, I am considering A minus B as alpha and B minus C as beta and C minus A as gamma. For easy convenience of the simplification and calculation, I am considering A minus B, B minus C, C minus A with another notations which are alpha, beta, gamma. Now observe, what is the value of alpha plus beta plus gamma? What is the value of alpha plus beta plus gamma? Alpha is A minus B, beta is B minus C, gamma is C minus A. You can observe one positive term and one negative term in this expression. B get cancelled, C get cancelled and A get cancelled, you will get 0. That means you will get alpha plus beta plus gamma value which is 0. Now, we need to get one condition in terms of tan. So, by taking plus gamma to RHS, it will become minus gamma. Now, consider tan on both sides. Tan on both sides, tan alpha plus beta is equal to tan minus gamma. Now, use the formula of tan alpha plus beta, which is tan alpha plus tan beta by 1 minus tan alpha tan beta. And as we know, tan minus theta is minus tan theta, so that tan minus gamma becomes minus tan gamma. Later, taking cross multiplication, this step becomes tan alpha plus tan beta is equal to minus tan gamma into 1 minus tan alpha tan beta. 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta. Now, multiplying tan alpha plus tan beta is equal to minus tan gamma into 1 minus tan gamma. Minus into minus becomes plus. You will get tan alpha into tan beta into tan gamma. Now, taking minus tan gamma in RHS to LHS, you will get the condition like this: tan alpha plus tan beta plus tan gamma is equal to tan alpha into tan beta into tan gamma. Tan alpha into tan beta into tan gamma. Now you can express this one in short notation. Tan alpha plus tan beta plus tan gamma, you can write that one as sigma tan alpha. And tan alpha into tan beta into tan gamma, a product of values, you can represent that one by read as a product tan alpha. Sigma tan alpha itself indicates sum of tan alpha plus tan beta plus tan gamma. Sum of tan alpha, tan beta, tan gamma represented by sigma tan alpha. Tan alpha into tan beta into tan gamma, which is represented by product tan alpha, pi tan alpha. Now, what is the value of alpha? Actually, we considered one. It is not related to the problem. We consider this notation instead of a minus b. Now, replace alpha with a minus b. Tan a minus b is equal to pi tan a minus b. So, we get sigma tan a minus b is equal to product tan a minus b. Later, what is the formula of tan a minus b? Tan a minus tan b by 1 plus tan a tan b. 1 plus tan a tan b, which is equal to product. Again, write the same formula. Tan a minus tan b by 1 plus tan a tan b. Now, we have the values of tan a, tan b, tan c as x, y, z. So, again replace tan a with x, tan b with y. 1 plus x, y, which is equal to product x minus y by 1 plus x, y. This is the answer we need to get. So, in this problem, the main key point is, the problem is mentioning about the angles A minus B, B minus C, C minus A. That is an indication for you. So, the problem is based on those angles. And you can observe one more point. Here, what is the value of x minus y by 1 plus xy? They have given x as tan A, which becomes tan A minus tan B by 1 plus tan A tan B, which is the formula for tan A minus B. So, here you need to get an idea. So, the expression is, we need to prove is x minus y by 1 plus xy, and they have given x as tan A, y as tan B. That means the value will be tan A minus B. So, the problem is related to the angles, not to ABC, but related to A minus B, B minus C, C minus A. You have to identify that one. By considering A minus B, B minus C, C minus A with another notation, for easy simplification and easy writing manner, we have to consider like that. Then if you not consider to do them, you can able to do in this as manner, a minus b, b minus c, c minus a also. So adding all the values we get 0, alpha plus beta plus gamma, and applying tan we get this condition. Sum of the values can be represented by sigma notation, and the product of the values represented by pi notation, product notation, and replacing alpha and replacing tan A, tan B, we get the required answer, which is sigma x minus y by 1 plus xy is equal to product pi x minus y by 1 plus xy. Later, so in the problem they have given none of the values of a, b, c, a minus b, b minus c, c minus a is an odd multiple of pi by 2. You have to remember one point. If an angle is an odd multiple of pi by 2, then its cos value will become 0. Cos odd multiple of pi by 2 is 0. Remember this point. Actually, what is the definition of tan? Definition of tan is sin by cos. Definition of tan is sin by cos. If cos becomes 0, then tan is no more defined. So the problem is related to tan values. So the problem being well defined, so tan values has to be defined well. That's why tan is defined if and only if cos value is not 0. And you have to remember the values of cos values are 0 for odd multiples of pi by 2. That's why in the problem they have mentioned tan A is there. Tan A is possible only if cos A is not equal to 0. That's why A cannot be an odd multiple of pi by 2. Tan B is there. Tan B is defined if cos B is not equal to 0. Cos B is not equal to 0 if B is not an odd multiple of pi by 2. Like that C also. Again, here also you can observe. During the problem we get the angles A minus B, B minus C, C minus A. A minus B, tan A minus B is defined if cos A minus B is not equal to 0. Tan A minus B is well defined if cos A minus B not equal to 0. When cos A minus B not equal to 0, A minus B is not a multiple of pi by 2, odd multiple of pi by 2. In the same manner, B minus C, C minus A, they are not to be odd multiples of pi by 2. That's why in problems sometimes for the well definition of the problem, they are giving some conditions which are not related and which are not useful in the problem, but you have to understand the concept. Remember, cos will become 0 if the angle is an odd multiple of pi by 2. Cos 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 is 0. If cos becomes 0, then tan will not be defined. So tan is defined if cos is not equal to 0. That's why they are given such information. The given mentioned angles are not odd multiples of pi by 2. None of them is an odd multiple of pi by 2. That means any one of the angle is not an odd multiple of pi by 2. Now let us try to do some expansions. Already we practice compound angles for a plus b and a minus b. So for two angles, consider two angles, we form the formulas for the trigonometric ratios, sin a plus b, cos a plus b, tan a plus b. Now we are going to define the concept of compound angles for three angles. What are the expressions for three angles? So you can observe the expansions of sin of a plus b plus c and cos of a plus b plus c. By using previous formulas, we can able to expand such type of expansions. Now let me do the first one, that is sin of a plus b plus c. Sin of a plus b plus c. First split this one as two parts, treating a plus b as one part and c as second part. Now read this one as sin alpha plus beta. So this is like sin alpha plus beta. We have to use that formula, which is sin alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sin beta. So by that you will get sin a plus b into cos C plus cos A plus B into sin C using sin A plus B formula. Now again use the formula sin A plus B, which is sin A cos B plus cos A sin B into cos C plus cos A plus B cos A cos B minus sin A sin B into sin C. Now expanding, you will get the result sin A cos B cos C plus cos A sin B cos C plus cos A cos B sin C minus sin A sin B sin C. So this is the expansion of sin of A plus B. Here you can observe some variation here. First three parts, if you observe closely, in the first term for angle A the ratio is sin and remaining two cos values. Second one, the angle of B is sin ratio and remaining two are cos. In the third one, angle of C is sin and remaining two are cos. So you can represent this one in short notation by summation. First three parts only, which you can write sigma sin A cos B cos C, which are in cyclic manner. First in first term for angle A sin and remaining cos. In second term for B it is sin and remaining two are cosine functions. For third one the angle for C is sin and remaining two are cos minus sin A sin B sin C. So that remains same, sin A sin B sin C. So if you want to remember this one, you can remember like that, sigma sin A cos B cos C minus sin A sin B sin C. So you can try this one more in the same manner. You can do this sin of A plus B minus C. So that is the work for you. Treat sin A plus B as one term. Let me write the first step, sin A plus B minus C. Now apply sin A minus B formula, then you can able to complete that one also. So now try to find the second expansion, that is cos A plus B plus C. Cos A plus B plus C. As we did in sin, similar process you have to follow. Now first step, take A plus B as one term and C as another term. A plus B as one term and C as another term. And treat this one as cos A plus B. Use the formula cos A, that means cos A plus B cos C minus sin A plus B into sin C. Use cos A plus B formula. Again cos A plus B is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B into cos C minus sin A plus B is sin A cos B plus cos A sin B into sin C. Now simplifying and getting final expansion, you will get the answer. So which is cos A cos B cos C minus sin A sin B cos C minus sin A cos B sin C minus cos A sin B sin C. So now cos A cos B cos C, and separating minus from remaining three values, you will get one format. First write this one, cos A sin B sin C. Write second one, this one, plus sin A cos B sin C. Next this one, plus sin A sin B cos C. So which will become cos A cos B cos C remains same. To the next step, cos A cos B cos C. Again you can observe the variation here. In the first term, angle A for cos and remaining 2 sines. In the second one, angle B for cos and remaining 2 sine values. And third one, angle C is cosine value and remaining 2 are sine. You can represent it in sigma notation, which is sigma cos A sin B sin C. So you can remember that one like that also. So expansion of more than 2 angles is depend upon 2 angles formulas. If you know the 2 angle formulas, you can able to expand 3 angles or 4 angles also. If D is there, A plus B plus C plus D, for expanding 4 angles, treat these 2 as one part and those 2 as one part, and then use the formulas and expand until you will get the final expansions. And by using the same manner, you can try one more problem, which is cos A minus B minus C. Try this one, cos A minus B minus C. Let me write the first step. First write that one as cos A minus B and take minus C as the second value, which seems to be cos A minus B. Use the formula cos A minus B, expand, then write the remaining formulas, and for final simplification you will get the answer. So these 2 expansions indicates after knowing the compound angle formulas for 2 angles, it is enough. For more than 2 angles, 3 angles, 4 angles, you can expand those trigonometric ratios by using the formulas of compound angles for 2 angles. You have to remember that point. Now let us try to do the expansions of tan A plus B plus C and cot A plus B plus C as we did in the sine and cos concepts. So start the expansions. Tan of A plus B plus C. Tan of A plus B plus C. Treat A plus B as one angle and C as second angle. Now apply tan A plus B formula, which is tan A plus B plus tan C by 1 minus tan A plus B into tan C. Now again expand tan A plus B formula, which is tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. That is the formula for tan A plus B plus tan C by, again write tan A plus B formula, tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B into tan C. And taking LCM to numerator and denominator, so you can observe LCM of numerator is 1 minus tan A into tan B, tan A plus tan B. After considering LCM, plus tan C into 1 minus tan A tan B, 1 minus tan A tan B by, for denominator also 1 minus tan A tan B is the LCM. 1 minus tan A tan B is the LCM. So 1 minus tan A tan B minus tan A plus tan B into tan C. Tan A plus tan B into tan C. So both the denominators get cancelled. 1 minus tan A tan B, 1 minus tan A tan B cancel, and you will get the answer tan A plus tan B plus tan C, tan A plus tan B plus tan C, minus tan A tan B tan C, minus tan A tan B tan C by, do the simplification, 1 minus tan A tan B, separating minus from remaining part, tan A tan B plus tan A tan C plus tan B tan C, and separating minus, you will get, separating minus from both values, we will get tan A tan B plus tan A tan C plus tan B tan C. Or you can remember this one like this also. Tan A plus tan B plus tan C, write sigma tan A, that one. Tan A into tan B into tan C, write that one as the product tan A by 1 minus tan A tan B plus tan B tan C plus tan C tan A, write that one as a sigma tan A tan B. So you can remember the formula like that. Sigma tan A minus product tan A by 1 minus sigma tan A tan B. So that is the expansion of tan of A plus B plus C. If you consider the same manner, you can able to do cot A plus B plus C also. So expansion of cot of A plus B plus C. Now make it as two parts, A plus B as one part and C as second part. Now use the formula. What is cot A plus B? Cot A, that means cot A plus B, cot C minus 1 by cot A plus B plus cot C. So treating A plus B as one part and C as another part. So you have that step. Later again apply cot A plus B formula, which is cot A cot B minus 1 by cot A plus cot B into cot C minus 1 by, again write cot A plus B formula, cot A cot B minus 1 by cot A plus cot B plus cot C plus cot C. Next, consider LCM. Cot A cot B minus 1 into cot C minus of cot A plus cot B by cot A plus cot B is the LCM. I am writing here cot A plus cot B whole divided by, for denominator, cot A cot B minus 1 plus cot C into cot A plus cot B by LCM is cot A plus cot B. So cot A plus cot B, you can cancel both the denominators, which is equal to, expanding you will get cot A cot B cot C minus cot C minus cot A minus cot B whole divided by cot A cot B minus 1 plus cot A cot C cot A plus cot B cot C cot C cot A. So which is equal to cot A cot B cot C, cot A cot B cot C, separating minus, you will get minus of cot A plus cot B plus cot C whole divided by cot A cot B plus cot B cot C plus cot C cot A minus 1. Now you can use short notations, cot A cot B cot C product cot A minus cot A plus cot B plus cot C, that is sigma cot A, by cot A cot B plus cot B cot C plus cot C cot A, write that one as sigma cot A cot B minus 1. So you can remember cot of A plus B plus C like product cot A minus sigma cot A by sigma cot A cot B minus 1, or you can separating minus and cancelling minus on both sides, both numerators and denominators, you can remember like this, sigma cot A minus product cot A by 1 minus sigma cot A cot B. As we mentioned in tan formula, it is similar to cot also. Both seems to be same. So expansion of tan A plus B plus C and expansion of cot A plus B plus C by using the formulas of general compound angles of A plus B, you can able to find and expand tan of A plus B plus C and cot of A plus B plus C.